All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Q&A. We're almost done them. Only got a few days left. I'll be doing Q&As after, of course, too. But one of the last Q&As, going to do a few more this week, leading up to the premiere, the return of The Walking Dead Season 6 with Episode 9, No Way Out. Yeah, so nothing crazy, not too much going on, not too much new news. I mean, there's some stuff here and there. You know, we get some new little promos and stuff like that. You know, you guys saw the 4 minutes one, so that was cool. You know, the usual stuff we're doing. We're working on a few different things. You know how it's going. But we've only got a few days left until the premiere anyway. So I figured, let's just finish up. If you guys got any final questions leading into it, now's a good time to ask. And we do have a few good questions for today, so I figured I'd throw one together for you guys. Why not? Why not? Why the hell not? So first question is from James Harries, and he says, Q&A. Do you think you would enjoy Fear the Walking Dead, rate it / rave about it more if the original Walking Dead TV series never came to fruition? So I like this one. So a great question from James. So how would I feel about Fear the Walking Dead if the original was never produced? So if Fear the Walking Dead was just like a show that was on and the original Walking Dead was never kind of there. That's such a tough question, man, because the reason why we all got so hyped for Fear is because it's like, The Walking Dead, it's like more Walking Dead, more zombies, new characters, but more of what we love, If the original Walking Dead TV series never came to fruition and they just kind of created a zombie apocalypse survival type show, I'd probably watch it, but I don't know if I would, do videos on it and do the usual thing. Because there's lots of shows I watch that I don't really get into that much. There's only a few that's like I feel compelled to watch every episode every time it airs and do the reviews and talk about it with you guys and do all that. I have to like a show quite a bit to do all that with you guys. Some of the ones I don't like so much, I usually don't do that for. But with Fear, the thing is with Fear, if you can get through the first, the first few episodes are a little slow, but the mid part's a little slow. The finale is really good. If you can sit through it all the way to the finale, I think after that you'd start to get into it because you'd be like, "Wow, they killed who? That's crazy." But because there's no comic book series to base it on, you're not seeing those iconic moments from the comic book kind of unfolding as you're watching it on TV. And as a result, it kind of takes a little bit of the kind of fanboy-ishness out of it, I think. A little bit, because it's like, oh, I remember the cover when Rick is riding into Atlanta and he's on this, and then you see Daryl and Carol and they go into, it's the same thing, and I love that issue. And there's the fanboy inside me coming. That's what I'm like when I'm reading issues. You guys don't get to see me do it. That's basically how it is. You know what? Oh my god, you kill him, the heads are on spikes, and all these characters. Oh my god, it's like 12 characters. Oh, it's 13 because she was pregnant. I can't believe. So this is how it goes. But no, I might not even have gotten into it if it was just a random zombie show that almost nobody cared about or talked about. So that's a great question from James. So I'm just gonna sum it up by saying I don't think I would enjoy it as much. If The Walking Dead wasn't out there, because now it's like a genre they've created, which is awesome. Because I love zombie apocalypse stuff, and there was so much space there for someone to do that. And nobody else had the idea to do it except for Kirkman, which is great. By the way, I saw an interview too with him from years ago. I was just browsing around, trolling around on the tube, and apparently to sell The Walking Dead originally, the comic book series, it almost didn't get Image. Whoever was the editor or whatever, the publisher from Image, because Kirkman, he joined Image and then he pitched the idea for The Walking Dead. And I didn't know this, but he originally pitched it that aliens started the zombie apocalypse. Because it was a black and white zombie apocalypse comic book series, and it sounded like the publisher didn't really want it. He's like, I don't know if this is going to work. Black and white zombie story, I'm not sure. So I guess Kirkman says, at least in the interviews he says, and I don't think he's joking, I'm pretty sure he's honest, that he pitched it with aliens, and then after he said yes and stuff, he started releasing the issues, and the editor or publisher or whatever was like, this is really good. And when are the aliens coming? And then Kirkman had to tell him that there's no aliens in it. That's awesome. So if you have to lie, dudes, sometimes you just got to do it, right? If Kirkman wasn't a liar, if he had this value, he's never going to lie, never going to tell a lie, The Walking Dead wouldn't exist now. So lies can be good sometimes. So don't go overboard with that one, though, guys, especially you youngins. Next one's from Claire Collins, and she says, I love your channel. It's just nice to see a reviewer who doesn't act like a pompous ass. What? I don't. Everybody tells me all the time I act like a pompous, conceited narc. Narc. That's what I am. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I don't? That's good. I don't want to. That's not the idea, but I just get messages all the time. People calling me that or say I do that. I'd like to think I'm pretty down to earth. I'm just a guy with a camera who likes to talk about stuff I'm interested in. I'm a really geeky guy that loves to talk about this stuff. That's it. That's all I am. I'm just the same as you guys. I'm no different. I'm just exactly the same as you. There's nothing different about me. So anyway, but thank you. I appreciate that. How sweet it would be if Father Gabriel's getting beaten to death by Negan. Now, there's a twist. You're so nice. And how awesome would it be if Father Gabriel gets his head bashed in? I think you'd hear me screaming with joy all the way up in Canada. LOL. Nice. So I'll just leave it there. Nice. Father Gabriel would be a great choice, but he wouldn't. The thing is like, and they talked about a lot, which I'm going to do some videos on this coming up and some theory videos and stuff. It's got to be big, though, right? It's got to be a big character death in the finale. It can't be just like a regular, type of character. It's got to be one of the original Atlanta characters or something like that. Like, it's got to be somebody big, or Abraham or somebody like that. But there should be some more deaths coming before that, too, unless they remix out some of the other parts to put them later in season 7 and that. I would love to see Father Gabriel get killed off. But he's still alive in the damn comic book series. He just freaking he's just trucking along, man. But I don't think he'll be the one who gets chosen, is what I'm saying. He might get killed at some other point, but he won't be the one chosen by Negan. So next one's from Jonathan. Plus, he wouldn't be out there anyway. Like, he's probably just going to stay inside Alexandria from now on. Maybe help out a little bit, but in and around, but not that much. Let's see if he even kills like a single zombie and No Way Out, maybe one or two. Let's see what happens. Episode 9, I mean. Next one, Jonathan, he says, "Hey, Trev, I love your videos. I was wondering, do you think Rick will ever lose his gun? He's had it since season 1, episode," I think he means to say 1, I think I got cut off. He's had the Colt forever, right? So he's about due for a change. I'm trying to think if the comic book series 1 always used the same one. It doesn't seem like it to me. It seems like the comic book series 1 later on just uses whatever's around. And originally he's got the axe, and the comic book series 1's like there's a lot of statues and stuff where he'll be like using the axe and then shooting with the revolver. But it changes over time. Yeah, it does. And especially now he's got like a pimp cane, and he doesn't really have a gun because other people shoots guns for him. He doesn't really have to worry about that too much. It's not his thing anymore. So I don't know, man. They should change it up. It's kind of like Daryl with the crossbow or Michonne with the katana, except maybe with the TV series version. Comic series version is not as important, I guess. Next one's from Netherman Productions, and he says, "Hey, Trev, did you know that Norman Reedus and Emily Kinney are dating? I'm not about that celebrity dating stuff, and I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead yourself. I figured I'd ask if you knew or not. Thanks, Trev." I don't think that's true. At least as far as I know, that's not true. We had heard that in the past before, but it was the rumors were denied online unless something has changed recently. I don't know, but I haven't heard that. So link bro, or it didn't happen, and it has to be recent too, because I didn't see anything about that. So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I'm not sure, but so we got to see some proof, and then we can talk about it. Show me proof. I want proof. Give me proof. Next one was from someone random. They said, what year did I start reading Walking Dead? So what year did I first kind of get into the series and get exposed to it? And I thought back, because it was kind of tough for me to I had to check videos and stuff, and I started doing videos and that because I had read it a couple years before. It was 2009, around 2009. So that was around like the end of The Governor, the prison governor story arc, like when they were at the prison and that. That's when I started reading it. So I would say it's gotten even better since then, I think. If you think of like the prison story arc and then post-prison, I think it gets even better as it goes with the Negan stuff and everything just getting even better and better and better as we go. And even the Whisperer stuff, the Whisperer stuff hasn't really picked up yet, but it's like it's getting there, so it's not quite where it's going to be, but it's built into something. It should be pretty awesome later on. Another one from James H. Harries. He says, "Hey, Trev, great video. Really enjoy all your stuff. Who do you think will take Andrew's role in the comics in the TV series, I think?" So then he gets into some other stuff, which I don't want to say because of spoilers and stuff. So who's going to take Andrew's role? Well, there was the Alicia Witt, right? She's cast, so maybe her or something like that. Probably going to be a new character, I would think. I can't really see, Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes, and Sasha together. I don't know. That would just be weird to me. She's got that thing with Abraham going, and, they've got a good thing going, and she's pretty strong-willed, and he's pretty... he's pretty strong-willed. So I don't know how that would work between this. So I don't think it's going to be her. Michonne would be cool. Him, Michonne, because you look at the Larger World promo concept art, and he's there and then she's there. So maybe that, but I don't think they're going that route either, because I think Michonne and him, like, their relationship is like a really close friendship. So we got to see probably a new character, or Jesse, something like that. We'll see what happens with that. So we'll see. Another one from him, he says, "Hey Trev, great videos, really enjoy your stuff." I think he says that every time. Yeah, he does. Which character? He must have copy pasted that. Which character would you like to see developed a lot more, and which character do you think is the most criminally underdeveloped? And then we'll make that the last one for today's. Or actually, we'll do one more from the Dawsman after, because it's funny. So which character would you like to see developed a lot more? Oh, that's tough. I mean, because they've developed Morgan now. It would have been Morgan before. But I think, we've talked about Daryl a lot lately. I think they could do some stuff with Daryl. I don't think they're going to, but I think they could do something with him. They can change the character a lot. Because the character, he hasn't changed that much, I think, in a little while, a couple seasons. Maybe people always wanted to see a love interest for him, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. So he'd be a cool one to see get developed. Who else we got? I mean, Michonne's there. You got Rick, of course, always. He's really developed. So who's kind of underutilized? I don't know. Maybe getting to see more about Dwight, and then maybe when Negan appears, getting to see some flashback episodes with him would be awesome. And then which one was the most criminally underdeveloped? So who didn't get enough time? Probably T-Dog's got the prize for that one. I mean, he didn't really get anything. He's just kind of there. Carol worked out great. I'd say that. Let's see, who else we had underdeveloped? Well, you've got a lot of characters that get killed off in hardly any time. Maybe they could have showed us the Merle part where he actually gets off the roof. That would have been cool. Maybe a little bit more from Merle, because he was a lot of fun. So maybe they could have gotten another season out of him or something. It would be cool. Keep him alive for a while or something. I don't know. And last one from the Dawsman, 1998. And he says, "Hey, Trev, Q&A video. Do you think you could discuss who would win in a death battle between Milton and Eugene?" That's a great one. He says, "Thanks." Oh, that's a great one, man. But I think I probably got to go with old Milty. I think Milton's got this one because he's creating some cool stuff. Eugene's kind of really, really scared, right? And so I think Milton might be able to take him. But it's a battle. It'd be funny battle to watch. Even as probably a zombie Milton, you can't mess with him, man. You guys remember what he did. So I'm gonna go with Milton. I think Milton's got this against Eugene. I think so. At least without prep. It's kind of like a Batman question. If you give him prep time, maybe Eugene can come up with something. But then Milton could have something too. It's his idea to use the zombies and stuff, capture them, and set them on fire and everything, all the cool stuff that he did. So he's a pretty funny character. He's a character we don't talk about very much anymore, Milton. So that'll be it for today. It's just kind of a random one for you guys. Let me know what you think. Write your comments below. Send me other questions you got for the rest of this week. May not have one for you guys tomorrow. But of course, as many as I can for you up until the premiere. Of course, excited for this weekend. If you like the video, you know what to do. Thumb it up below, share fave, and if you're new and you want to sub at the bottom left. That's it for today's. May see you guys again tomorrow. The next day, as always, is Trev. I'm saying peace. See you guys.